Please note, the views expressed in this podcast are those of the creators and do not represent the views of Culver-Stockton College. All right, welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Brady Mullen. This is the Brady Mullen podcast. We got the usual crew, plus Zeshaun Adams behind the camera, but we're joined by a special guest today, Coach Frink.
Coach Frink.
All right, Coach, just tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, who you are, where you're from, all that.
Yeah, so I'm originally from Coweta, Oklahoma. I was born in Tulsa, raised up in Coweta. I played high school there, went to college at Southwestern College in Kansas, Winfield, Kansas. Played 4 years there, and then came here to Culver-Stockton College. So,
Okay.
yeah.
And just so everybody knows, these are some of his linebackers over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we'll get into just like growing up. What sports did you play? How'd you get into sports? All that.
Okay.
Just life growing up.
Yeah. I originally played soccer when I was growing up. It was just the easiest thing. My dad kind of volunteered to coach a team because nobody else would do it. And so, but yeah, so volunteered to coach a team. So I was on the team for a little bit. Always loved football as a kid growing up. So in about third grade, I decided to ask my dad if I can try out for a team, and ended up playing and played football and basketball basically all the way up to high school. And then when I was in middle school, in my first couple years in high school, I would balance football, basketball, and wrestling all at the same time. So, but I knew deep down I loved football all the time. So,
How do you think those translated? Like being able to play those other sports translate into football, and I guess even football into those other sports too.
Soccer. I mean, I was when I was a young kid, so I guess that one really doesn't count. But like wrestling, like for sure, like being a linebacker, tackling, and just being physical, I guess, with people not being afraid.
Nasty.
Yeah, getting down and dirty, basically. So, basketball, I'd say might change in direction, but yeah.
And so you said you started playing football in third grade.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know, like, once you started playing, like, this is what I want to do? Like, keep playing football?
Yeah, I mean, it was for sure. Because I grew up, my dad being a big Patriots fan, so he's originally from Massachusetts. But growing up, being a Pats fan, watching Tom Brady and them, always made me want to play. And then when I got into it, I loved it. And I mean, everybody as a kid has dreams of playing ball as long as I can. And so, but yeah, I knew it was something I wanted to stick with for sure.
So I think when people are young, right, they have their dream job, like, oh, I want to do this, and then, you know, that kind of changes as you go throughout high school, then college, you know, you're pursuing a degree. Did you know you wanted to do coaching, or how did that work for you?
No, I didn't. So my dad's an ophthalmologist, so he's an eye surgeon, and so I originally, when I was growing up, I never saw a penny of it, still don't. So I originally actually wanted to be a doctor, and then my senior year in high school, we had this class called Intro to Coaching. And so for football, basically our head coach had the seniors that did it. You'd come and help out coach the middle school kids and just kind of organize things, and you know, if you actually want to teach technique for your position, you know, kind of whatever, then do it. And so started doing it, ended up really liking it. And then the head coach was giving me, basically gave me permission to call plays for the defense. So I kind of got to be like a young DC for the junior high kids. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of when I figured out that's when I liked coaching. I really wanted to do this for the rest of my life. So
Yeah, that had to be a lot of fun getting to.
It was a blast.
Sure.
Yeah, it was a lot to handle sometimes, but I mean, yeah, I figured out quickly that I really liked this, and that's just what I wanted to do.
So when you went to college, you already knew, like, that was the plan?
Yeah, I didn't know right away that I wanted to be a college coach. I actually originally majored in mathematics, because I wanted what my high school coach told me was that basically if you can teach math and coach football, you'd be super valuable at the high school level. And so I did that for a semester, and then I was tired of taking calculus at 8 a.m. It was a Monday through Friday. Oh, it was terrible. Monday through Friday class. So 8 a.m. every day. That's when I decided.
Just burned out.
Yeah. That's what I was I'm good. I'm good at math, but doesn't mean I like doing math. So that's kind of when I decided I was good, and so I switched over to sports management and kind of went from there.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a good point. Yeah, I don't think I would want to take 8 a.m. math every day either.
no, it sucked.
Yeah,
It was awful. So
I'd pass on that. But going back to your playing days, like high school and college, right? You said you kind of knew you wanted to coach. Was there anything else even in the back of your mind, or were you just locked in on coaching? Was it really set in stone?
I mean, I had like a backup plan, but it was basically coaching or bust. I always told myself if something didn't work out, whatever I wanted to do, I'd go to the military. And my older brother was a Marine, so I was like, I'll just go be a Marine. And so, but other than that, no. I mean, it was coaching basically unless I couldn't
Unless
do it.
you couldn't do it, yeah.
So
I feel like I know I've talked to you about this before, Hayden. Like it was kind of the same way for you. Like you wanted to go play football, but if not, you were gonna go the military route.
It's an easy option, yeah.
Just have something locked in.
Good backup plan, yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Coach, I want to know. I mean, you mentioned earlier you're a Pats fan. I wanted to know how you became a Pats fan, but you said your dad
yeah, kind of. I guess
grew
I
up
spoiled
and
that.
nah,
Yeah,
that's okay.
So my whole family, other than my siblings, are originally from the west side of Massachusetts. So my dad grew up in a small town called Russell, Massachusetts. It's got about 1,200 people, so it's even smaller than Canton, Missouri.
Wow.
They don't have football. All they had was basketball and baseball, and that was it. They had women's basketball for sports when he was in high school. So, but growing up in that area, obviously he's going to be a big Patriots fan. And so it just kind of trickled down to me when I grew up watching Tom Brady every Sunday. And
Did it stick with the whole family?
it did not, unfortunately. My little brother is a Chiefs fan, so so he gets a lot of crap. But
yeah, that's fair.
So he's a big time Chiefs fan, but yeah, my sister cares less about football, but
Gotcha.
everybody else is Pats.
Yeah.
Did your brother switch to being a Chiefs fan recently, or like?
No, it was early on. I want to say it was probably right when Alex Smith started playing. It's kind of when he started getting more in the NFL football. Because growing up in Oklahoma, it's all about college football, and so kind of, I still was I was more of a NFL fan first, then college, but he was more college than NFL, and so he kind of just picked the Chiefs because he really liked Jamal Charles and Dwayne Bowe. So
Some studs.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, if he was a fan when they got Alex Smith and all that, true fan.
Yeah.
So, but how would you evaluate, how the Patriots, how they've been moving this offseason? Obviously, they went to the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
What are you thinking of their draft, their free agency?
It's all right. I mean, I think draft day was good. Obviously, we signed Kyle from here, so I mean that's a big plus. But I mean, they fixed some pieces, but I don't think a lot. Like we lost a lot. We didn't re-sign anybody on defense, so they went and got Kevin Byard in the free agency, which is great. And then they, I believe, drafted a safety, kid from Wake Forest, who I think is actually not a bad player. But we lost both of our interior defensive linemen. Didn't sign anybody. Didn't draft anybody. We drafted a tackle, which is great. Then they traded for a guard earlier on in free agency. So I think they're trying to make the right moves, just not making all of the right moves, if that makes sense. So and so they drafted a couple of edge players, but really we were really deep at our defensive edge last year, and so getting the interior defensive line was kind of what I was hoping that we would go with. But
do you think O-line was their biggest need that they had to address?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Drake May got sacked 21 times in 4 playoff games, so I think when you have that problem, now they play obviously really good defenses, but when you have that problem, it's something that needs to be addressed and quick.
That's the tough thing, because y'all ran into literally the best defenses in the league. You played the Texans, right?
Yeah, play the Texans.
I remember.
Yeah, best pass rush in the NFL, basically.
Obviously, the Seahawks, phenomenal defense.
Yeah.
Forgot Z. Shout out Z.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, I think O-line, if I just looking at it from an outsider's perspective, I would say O-line was definitely.
So does that mean you're worried about Will Campbell?
I am. Will Campbell's a guard.
Really?
He's a guard.
You think he needs to make the
You
move?
think they're going to switch him?
I don't think they are, because it's hard drafting a guy in your top 5. I think he's a top 5 pick last year, and dumping him a spot after one season. But I think after the playoffs,
Especially if you're paying him tackle money, too.
Yeah.
right. I think he's got to put on some weight and go play inside. You know, everybody's talking about his arms were too short last year, and I didn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it, but I believed it. After watching all those playoff games, he got worked. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I liked him coming out of college. I mean, I think everybody was pretty high on him, but it's only a year in it, so we can't,
Right, you never know.
Can't jump the ship. But.
You never know, I guess.
Yeah, for how dominant he was in college, and obviously the NFL is a whole different game,
Yeah.
but it's just, I don't know.
I like his mentality
arms too
too.
short.
I mean, he had a good mentality. I think draft night he said, he was going to die for
He would
for
die
Drake May.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
you gotta love that. As a
Yes,
fan.
yes, as a competitor.
Yeah,
yes, absolutely.
for sure.
So
Do you think the Pats make it back to another Super Bowl?
Ooh, that's a
absolutely.
That's a good
After signing Kyle Dixon on Saturday, I think there's no doubt.
there you go.
I already told all the coaches that you need to put all your money on Patriots winning the Super Bowl next year. So
Can you take me back to that moment? You said you were at Kyle's for the for his draft day, and what was that like getting to see him get picked up?
it was honestly kind of long because we're sitting there waiting, thinking that he had a really good chance to get drafted for an NAI guy, and so once the 6th round came along, where everybody's kind of like, all right, like this is it, and so it just seemed like I think it's only 3 or 4 minutes for those rounds to make your pick and get it in and out, but it just seemed like it took forever and ever and ever, and then when the draft was over, his mom and I was like, please don't leave. He's on the phone right now with somebody. We're not sure who, but it ended up being the Patriots. He ended up having basically a large deal for an undrafted free agent. So
Yeah, that's exciting.
yeah.
That's exciting.
Were you hyped because he came out with a Patriots little jersey, or that he got signed? Which one was more of the hype factor?
For sure, just him being signed with the Patriots. I don't know where his mom found that Patriots jersey. She said she just found it at some garage sale or something. But I was for sure more excited that he was actually going to be a Patriot. And so, because Coach Melton actually came out and kind of whispered right before Coach Hyde made the announcement, like, he's going to New England. I was like, so. But it was exciting. It was awesome. I mean, everybody was excited for him. A couple people weren't super excited that he's on the Patriots, like Coach Miller. He's a big Buffalo fan, so Buffalo Bills fan. So
Yeah.
he was excited for him, but not excited for where he was going.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I get that.
But yeah. So
Well, next year, I know Hayden mentioned, do you think they'll make another Super Bowl? But who do you have? Obviously, it's way too early, but early season favorites for the Super Bowl?
I think the Pats are up there. I think I wouldn't normally say Seattle, but with how much they lost, I wouldn't say them anymore. Sorry, Z. But the Rams for sure, I think are a contender. Anytime you have Matt Stafford and Sean McVay calling plays, I think you're almost an automatic contender.
Are you worried about their pick?
That's what I was
Ty
thinking.
Simpson?
Yes, because the whole offseason they're coming out with, we want to win now, we want to win
Yeah.
now, we want to win now. And then their first pick was, Ty Simpson, but apparently their GM is good buddies with Ty Simpson's dad, and they kind of have a really good relationship. And so people were saying that there might be some
Did him a
things
favor
going on.
or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Some things going behind the scenes. But I don't hate the pick. I think Ty Simpson's a good player. I don't think he's a top 13 player.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he's a guy that helps the Rams win now.
No, certainly
Yeah,
not
it's-
win now.
well, I mean, he's not going to get to play.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, he's just not going to get to play.
But when he does get to play, he will be a difference maker.
Oh, he's got to beat out Stetson Bennett first.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
Yeah.
won 2 national championships. So
But I can't say as a Packers fan it doesn't always turn out terrible, because I was pretty upset that night we drafted Jordan Love,
Yeah.
26th overall, and Rodgers winning one MVP the next season. So
Yeah.
I think
but-
Right, but a quarterback at 26 and a quarterback
exactly.
at
I mean,
wherever they
at
were.
13. I mean, it's not drastically different.
I think
Still
Green Bay
first rounder.
can be upset with the Jordan Love pick based off of how he's
No.
been performing, and then releasing Malik
No.
Willis. I think they released the wrong guy. I'm gonna be so honest. I think Malik Willis was Green Bay's future instead of Jordan Love.
No, he did get developed great by Matt LaFleur, though. I mean, you could see the transformation from when he was at the Titans to when he went to Green Bay, and every single game he started or came in, I think we won. Like, he did great, but he's not over Jordan Love. I mean, that's just...
Yeah. Well, I've heard some things when he was at Tennessee that Malik Willis wasn't a very smart player. So
I think he stepped that up.
I think so as well. But I have a question for you, actually.
Yeah.
So being a Packers fan, how is it that you guys have had two of the greatest quarterbacks of all time and only have
This
won
one hurts, Coach. You
and
can't,
only have won two
can't do this. Well, we won 2, but we went to 3. Throw that out there. Also, with Rodgers, we went to like 5 NFC championships, and
Could never finish.
we could pull up the numbers. Why? Okay, whoever the dude was, first of all, 2014, we're playing Zitty's Seahawks, and whoever steps in front of Jordy Nelson on an onside kick, what are you doing? Okay, so that's one. We would have went to the Super Bowl that year because then Russ and the Seahawks, they went downfield, scored, but I think we went to, like I said, 4 or 5 NFC championships with Rodgers. Defense under Rodgers, I think, allowed 33 points on average in the playoffs. So just not a recipe for success. Also with Rodgers, we never drafted a first-round receiver. Not a recipe for success.
Yeah.
So although he's one of the greatest of all time, you can't do that to him.
That's fair.
It's team
But
sport.
that's a good
That's
question,
funny,
though.
but it's just funny being a Pats fan. I hear people talk about, we've gone to the NFC Championship so many times, but
Mhm.
New England we count Super Bowls not.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, I'm not
NFC
flexing. I'm
championships.
not flexing the championships.
No,
the NFC
Just giving you a
championships.
hard time.
Oh no, for sure. But
Those Super Bowls, man. Tom Brady does anything to win. I like the dude, but he finagled his way into a few of the Super Bowl wins.
How do you
The Deflategate.
They say that there's the DeQuell Jackson, who was a good linebacker at the time for the Colts, came out and said that it wouldn't have mattered if the balls were inflated or not, or deflated or not, because they just came out there and kicked our butts. So he didn't say butts though, but he kind of admitted that, like, hey, we got our tails kicked, and I don't think a 45-10 score I don't think a game would have mattered.
that's
Without the Deflategate. So
I think it makes the ball easier to catch. So I mean, it's pretty.
Are you putting Breeze above him?
Yes, I'm putting
Whoa!
Breeze above everybody, but that's just because I'm biased. Like I'm not scared to admit it.
Well, yeah, as long as you admit that you're biased, but
Like
it's okay to be biased and wrong, but
I'm not wrong though. Drew Brees, he went out there with New Orleans, I think after Hurricane Katrina, and led New Orleans to a Super Bowl that I would say flipped the whole state of Louisiana and boosted their morale. Phenomenal. Also,
and you're from Louisiana, right?
no,
Oh,
I'm from
okay.
Alabama.
Just want to make sure.
Not a.
So where are you getting that evidence
Yeah, I was
from?
about to say.
Flip the whole state.
Flip the
There-
whole state.
There's a
You should've
seen it.
dude, there's
You
a doc-
should've seen it.
There's a documentary about it.
Is it?
I think so.
I'm sure there is.
That's what happens when legends make legendary moments. You know what I mean?
I do. I'm a Patriots fan. You know,
He's aware of all of those legendary moments.
Also, the no PI call. We would have made it pretty far in the playoffs as well. There's a lot of sad stories with the Saints, like the 2 no push-offs against the Bears, and then the no PI call against the Rams. That would have put us in the Super Bowl, which we would have beat the Patriots, guaranteed, because that Super Bowl was awful. It was like
It was a great defensive show. Is what it was.
It was like, what was it, 12-10?
It was boring. It was
It was
13.
13.
Oh my
It
gosh,
was
it was so
Or, yeah,
I was
something
awesome.
like that.
Being a defensive guy, being a defense coach, it was awesome to watch.
That game was awful. I think give Drew Brees out there with how explosive New Orleans was at the time, we would have wiped the floor with Patriots.
Yeah, maybe.
Guess you'll never know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Also, the
that's-
Minneapolis Miracle, if we weren't diving at the feet when someone's jumping up 10 feet for a ball, with 2 people diving, actually, maybe we win that game too.
Could. And don't forget about the Beastquake game either. Marshawn Lynch broke 15 tackles.
Okay,
The
but-
greatest run.
But Marshawn Lynch, that's Marshawn Lynch doing Marshawn
They
Lynch
kind of
things.
give up some legendary moments.
Yeah.
Well, so do the Falcons, though.
I don't want to hear nothing. It is what it is. I
You
can't
wanna
say.
speak on
What
it
am
at
I
all,
supposed to
or-
say? What am I
No,
supposed
I mean,
to say?
There's not. I mean,
There's nothing I can say.
Yeah.
We're the butt end of the greatest comeback in NFL history.
Yeah.
So really
How's
sports history, kind of.
As a fan, so I'm assuming you watched the game. Going up 28-3 on Tom Brady and the Patriots. How?
Well, so I guess I was pretty young, so I'd have been in like elementary school. But I do remember I had my freaking I was like stopped watching basically. I was like, yeah, I was living the dream. Mom and Dad got Domino's for the Super Bowl. They even let us get lava cake and then like the cinnamon twist things.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! And I was just eating the icing out the cup. I was like, essentially getting drunk for an elementary schooler,
Yeah.
and then it just went downhill. I actually just couldn't believe it.
And then Coach Frink ended your dreams.
I don't know. I could not believe it. Actually, it was unbelievable.
See, yeah, it was the opposite for me. We were having an awful time. My dad made wings, made all this stuff for the Super Bowl. Had it on his old school Rodney Harrison jersey. We're down at half. Goes in at halftime, switches it to his Tom Brady jersey that I got him for Father's Day, and all of a sudden it's just comebacks on.
And every time I see that freaking Edelman catch over the middle, it just
Catch
drives
is
me
insane.
insane. It drives me through a wall.
It's probably the best catch in NFL history. But
Oh my gosh.
It's up there.
what's crazy is that no one remembers it, but Julio Jones had an unbelievable catch
Yeah,
in that game.
he
On
did.
the sideline.
Yeah.
You think if they would have won that catch would have been, because I can't even think of that catch right now, but I can see the Edelman catch where he's like this,
Yeah.
and there's like three dudes right
It's
there.
kind of one of
And the
those
ball's
plays
like
where I
an inch
feel
off the
like
ground.
it almost seems destined to happen. So like every now and then you get some plays where it's like, okay, we needed a little bit of luck there, and like obviously it's great concentration, but at
Yeah.
the same time it's a little bit of like there's something else behind it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like demoralizing as
Would you say it's scripted?
not. No, you can't script that.
No, I don't. Yeah, you can't script that.
But like it's one of those things where it's like that's when you realize kind of like, oh, we don't have it anymore.
Do you think the Julio catch would have been remembered though? Like as
Yeah.
one of the
Yeah,
great catches.
it's just overshadowed. It's that kind of stuff happens. Like LeBron's block in the finals overshadows Kyrie's 3 with like a minute left.
Yeah, his game-winning shot.
Yeah, they don't even talk about the 3, and there was still like 2.5 minutes left to play after LeBron
Yeah.
blocked Iguodala.
It's kind of the same thing with when Villanova and North Carolina played in the national championship. What about 10 years ago now? The North Carolina, I can't remember who it was, but made an unbelievable shot where he was
Mhm.
in the air, had to adjust mid-shot. Someone's coming to block it, launched it, made it.
Yeah,
And then Chris Jenkins came down. I think it's Chris Jenkins came down and just drilled it and to win it.
yeah. That stuff kind of happens.
Yeah. Whoever gets the last
Mm-hmm.
shot. Going back to NFL though, Coach, you said you think the Pats are one of your favorites. Obviously, I mean, obviously you're going to say that, but who else from the AFC?
I think Denver with Sean Payton and Bo Nix in another year. I think their defense is still really solid. I didn't really pay attention to their draft class too much, but I think they'll have a chance. I would say Houston, but it just depends on which CJ Stroud you get.
Exactly.
The defense is unreal, but if it's with the CJ Stroud you got during the season, you're probably all right. But if it's the one you got in the playoffs, then you might be in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, and this might be a hot take, but I think the Jaguars too are a team that could be pretty good next year. Trevor Lawrence, I think, balled out last year.
Yeah,
Travis
he
Etienne,
did
I know
ball
Travis
out.
Etienne's gone, but I mean they looked really good on offense and at times looked really good on defense too.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was still surprised they got knocked out first round
Yeah.
at home by Buffalo.
yeah,
That was, I mean, it was a good game, but like, I mean, I guess it's Josh Allen. What are you gonna do? But
yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't think you can count Josh Allen out, but I'll never give Buffalo
no,
credit.
for
so.
sure.
I hate the Bills. I can't give them credit. So.
I feel like Buffalo relies on Josh Allen to just carry them too much.
Yep.
Like that's just not consistent for the playoffs at all.
Mhm.
Do you think the Cowboys is it
No.
their year this year?
It's not. They had a good draft. Well, they had a good draft. I think Caleb Downs is a big pickup, but I mean, for what the value of the pick, but I don't think it's changing the franchise right away. And so, they still need a lot of help in the secondary, in my opinion. Up front, they're gonna need a little bit of help. I think they have a true pass rush. I think they drafted. I can't remember the kid's name, but they drafted somebody who.
Oh, the guy from, what was it? UCF.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So people are really high on him, but.
Wasn't Stetson upset with that pick?
He was, because he didn't know who he was, but he's got apparently a high ceiling. So.
Yeah, I mean he's really talented. I mean, could be a good player, but I just like I said, it's ask two rookies to come in and be the guys for you on defense right away is gonna be tough.
Pretty tough.
So,
Coach, if we run down the Pats schedule, I want to see what you're thinking.
Okay.
Win loss, okay?
17-0.
We'll see. All right, first game at Buffalo.
At Buffalo.
Mm-hmm. That's a tough one.
Well, that's a tough one.
AFC East opponent.
I'm actually gonna take the Pats in this because I think the last year they split and the away team won both games. So.
Really?
Give me
the away team won?
The away team won. So give me
All right.
give me the Pats on
It's
the
another tough one at Chicago.
As much as I hate to admit, I'll give it to the Bears. I don't know.
You
going
don't
back
got to do that.
Bears.
You could go 2-0.
Going back-to-back weeks, tough games on the road.
Yeah.
Now I know New England's had a actually pretty good record in Chicago, at least ever since I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll give it to the Bears, I guess.
All right. I don't think this is quite accurate on the way they got it listed, but it's still got all 17 games, so we're just going to keep going with it. But at Detroit.
In Motor City, Dan Campbell, yeah, give me the Pats.
Oh, okay. All right, at KC.
Probably give it to the Chiefs on that one.
It depends, though. Is Mahomes going to be healthy?
I
by
think it's
then?
supposed to be good. I think they had a really good offseason and a really good draft. I think.
Really?
Yeah. Now I know they lost. They traded away their best corner, and then the next best corner signed with the Rams. But I think the guys that they drafted will be good for them. And I just think having Pat Mahomes back is going to make the biggest difference. So.
Do you think it was worth it for them to go from pick number 9 in the draft to pick number 6?
Yeah, I do.
Even given, I think they gave up what, a third, and
Something like that.
they gave up quite a bit.
Yeah, no, I think for the guy they got, I think so.
And they had to get their guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was their need, so for sure. All right, at LA Chargers.
At the Chargers, yeah.
Yeah.
W.
Miami.
W.
W. All right,
So it's at 4-2.
Buffalo at home.
W.
W.
We play Jake, baby.
Miami again.
W.
So 2-0, sweeping them. All right, Jets.
I hate the Jets. Can't stand the Jets. So the Patriots.
Okay. Denver.
At Denver or home?
It's at home.
I'll take the Patriots in that one too.
Okay.
They're sitting at 8-2, I think, right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Vegas at home.
Yeah. I don't trust the Raiders.
All right, you better answer right here. Green Bay at home.
No.
Give me the Patriots.
Minnesota home.
This one I think they
Minnesota.
get, not because I believe in the Vikings, but just because I feel like I
It
got
just
a
has
balanced
to
record.
happen.
Yeah. I think I probably the Vikings.
So what's that? 3 losses right now?
Yeah, I think we're sitting at 9-3 or 10.
Okay. All right, Jets at
W.
Okay.
It's New York.
All right, at Jacksonville. Team you just mentioned.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Jags here.
Really?
Unfortunately, but I
That should
think
be a good
because
matchup, though.
it should be. They got 2 really good pass rushers, and I think that the Pats, especially with the rookie tackle, and depending on what they do with Will Campbell and Morgan Moses is super old at the right tackle spot, and I don't think he moves very well. So I think they're gonna struggle with that one.
Okay.
So.
All right, last 2 games. Pittsburgh at home.
W.
That's fair.
Especially without Mike Tomlin.
Super Bowl rematch at Seattle.
the Patriots get their get back and get the revenge, give me the New England Patriots.
Z, would you like to chime in on that?
There's not really much to say. I'll just do the same thing I did last year. Just keep quiet and
Just let the Seahawks.
I wouldn't say
do.
you kept quiet.
You were very loud.
No.
In my moments, I celebrated though. I did.
Yeah, but
Then he went on a tangent on his Snapchat about Seahawks, baby, yeah! Seahawks, baby, yeah!
I'd probably give a meow in there.
Definitely. You know, Brady,
Huh.
what about the Packers?
Oh, you want to pull up the Packers schedule?
This is their 2026 season opponents. No order yet. And I want a true answer for all these. You got the Bears, home.
get the cheese graters out.
No, I think whatever happens, I think we're going to split with Chicago. So whether we win at home or they win on the road, whatever it is, we can just call the Chicago Packers split.
Okay, so it's a split. What about the Lions, home and away?
I don't think we're getting swept. I think that could go split or we sweep them.
I think you would.
I think y'all.
I think
you
we
guys
could- I
usually
think we could-
handle business
yeah.
against Detroit.
Yeah, I think Detroit has a good year coming up. Vikings, home and away.
Sweet.
Away, or wait, no, you're home. Falcons.
Just the one game.
Easy.
It's not that easy though.
Okay, home Bills.
You never. Bijan could go for 240.
I know it's NFL.
So, like, you have
Any
no
given
idea.
Sunday, okay, but Bills.
We handled the Bills
at
last
home?
year.
Bills at home.
I don't know if Josh has ever played in Lambeau. I think we got it.
Okay. Panthers at
I
home.
feel like Buffalo's kind of close.
I mean, yeah, but I'm.
But I guess
going
when
with-
they're
I'm
all
going
for
with-
you,
Yeah.
it's different.
It's probably the highest scoring game.
Yeah.
See, a big part of all of this is when do we get Micah back? That's where I really need to know. But I mean, just having Tucker Kraft back, a healthy Jaden Reed because he broke his collarbone last year, Tucker Kraft ACL. I think even just having those two guys back is going to be huge. Matthew Golden's going to have to step up. But Panthers, I mean, you got to take a loss eventually.
You think you lose to the Panthers?
It's possible.
That's your
I mean,
first
it
loss
can
is the
really
Panthers?
go. Well, I said split with Chicago.
Yeah, but
and,
yeah, that's fair.
Well, the Panthers are on the come up, man.
I mean,
won,
they are
I think,
kinda.
7 or 8 games last year and were competitive in a lot of those games, a
Yeah.
lot of those losses. So
I don't think they win the NFC South, though. That's going to be my thing. Miami at home.
win.
Texans at home.
That could be a problem, but maybe CJ's rattled. Win.
I could see that.
Cowboys at home.
Bias that.
Pats away.
We'll take an L. Schedule can't be too pretty.
Jets away.
What'd you skip that one for?
This will be the last.
What is it, Saints?
Yeah. Jets
You already
away.
know my answer there. Jets away. MetLife. More like Lambeau.
You were happy with their draft,
Took that
weren't
one.
you?
Packers.
Was that? No, the Jets.
The
Who
Jets.
was
I
that?
did like their draft. They had a great draft. They had 3 first-round picks.
Tampa away.
I still think it's a dub.
Rams
I know.
away.
Bake show? I don't know, man. Big
Baker Mayfield's going to
I
put
like
belt.
Baker. I
You
like
never
Baker.
know.
Being
I
an
do.
OU guy, I don't know.
I do like Baker.
Give me Tampa Bay.
Rams away.
Probably lose that one.
Then Saints away. You're playing
Win that one.
in NOLA.
I know I only
You're
gave us like
losing.
3 or 4 losses, so it's not the most realistic, but we just need a healthy Micah, man. Changes the defense.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think a lot of those games you might be being a little bit biased.
No, definitely. Like there's
Specifically
no
the
doubt
Atlanta
there's some
one.
bias.
As well. Specifically,
Yeah,
the
the-
Atlanta.
Basically, any
Easy.
NFC South teams, what you guys are saying?
Easy.
There's some
Come on.
bias.
I think the NFC
You never
South
know.
is actually going to be a competitive division this year.
Yeah, competitive within itself, yeah.
No, like
The problem is there's just no,
Who's gonna get to 9 wins?
Exactly. Who's gonna be the team that's just above 500?
which is crazy how good the division was like 10 years ago.
When you had Tom Brady and
Matt Ryan and
Well, no, it
Drew
was
Brees.
Matty Ice, Drew Brees,
okay, well you're going
Cam
back
Newton.
farther,
Yeah. like 10 years ago, they were so good.
That is crazy to think about.
Now
all
they
in
were
the same
just-
division.
They're actually just JV of the NFL.
Yeah. It's like what they used to call the NFC East. They used to call it the
Yeah,
NFC
the
East.
least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're pretty nasty, especially if I don't know, Commanders look decent,
Yeah.
which who knows.
Let's say Micah Parsons doesn't come back for the Packers for the first 4 games, 5 games.
That's very possible because he tore it in week 13 against the Broncos. But up until that point, we were a top 10 defense.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
even
Wasn't he
top
also hurt
5.
before that too? In Dallas? Or was that just contract dispute?
That was just contract dispute. I believe.
Yeah, well.
so without Micah, do you think y'all have a good season or no?
No. Best without Mike. I'm not kidding. Watch the tape. Watch how much he changes the defense. He'll just
Watch
be
the
bouncing-
tape. Watch the tape,
buddy.
bud.
They'll take him off the line of scrimmage and just have him bounce from A gap to A gap with a nose tackle right there. Then he'll just go and make something happen. Like he can play.
He's so fast.
Yeah, like
Explosive.
exactly. You just can't teach that.
He's like around the ball like 90% of
Mhm.
the time.
Zitty, you got a comment?
Yes, we have a comment alert. Dirty Red _ Exgal.
Just ignore it.
NFC Beast.
Can we ban him?
Ban him for 30 minutes. It's Stetson.
Ban him for 6 years.
Oh, wait, I thought it was Magello. That's why.
No, that's Stat.
No,
Okay, it's
that-
my fault. My
It's
fault,
NFC
Stat.
Beast.
My fault, Stat. I thought it was
I hear
Miguel.
that you're really good at NCAA, but we're gonna have to play some time. But I guarantee I'd probably beat you by a couple scores.
I don't.
no.
I don't know about that one.
Oh no.
I'm just talking just to talk. I haven't played in a little bit.
We need to get the
Yeah, what
back
happened to
return.
this tourney going on? We had the
Spring ball got
That's what happened.
That is
Spring
what
ball
happened.
Yeah, we need to get it back going because I want to win again. So I'm
What
not
is-
sure if they told you, but I won it last year.
I was there.
It
With
I
Syracuse,
watched my
wasn't
boy.
it? With Syracuse?
Oh, yeah.
Taken down.
Was it with Syracuse?
Yeah, with Syracuse.
You had Georgia?
disgusting.
2
That's
quarterbacks.
disgusting.
Yeah, Georgia.
He had Georgia Z. You had Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Beat Ohio State.
Okay, but the difference between me and Z was bad at the game. He ran 5
Dude,
wide,
you had the best
empty
team
set.
in the game.
Georgia was not the best team in the
Dude,
game.
they're basically the best team in the game.
They were good, yes.
Top
They're
Top
dude.
3.
Yeah.
I would
Top
say
2, not
they're
2.
they just everyone on their whole team has just crazy speed, and speed is the most important stat in the whole game.
I forget which team I have for the tournament now. Other than the loss against you, I'm gonna try not to
That
lose
was
again.
funny.
No, that genuinely had me so heated because I shouldn't have lost.
Shouldn't have lost.
No, you had been postponing that
Take
game
your
for
L.
4 days.
Fair and square, man. Take your L.
Bro, you've been postponing.
What did I say? You'll wait till I'm ready, and
Yeah.
then you'll lose. And then what happened?
Wait till Papa's ready to play.
You lost.
Yeah, then I
And
said,
then you said,
no.
oh,
Then
but
I
if I
said-
could kick a field goal, like you didn't throw a pick 6 on the game-winning drive.
Yeah, because I didn't kick the field goal earlier because you had it on press and hold. No, you had press it and tap.
That's not my
You start
fault.
calling Mason Papaloo now.
He should.
No. Dude,
He
because
was so
I
mad.
said you're coming to Weldon to play me, and he goes, I'm not coming to Weldon. I'm genuinely
And
not
what
coming to
happened? You
Weldon.
listened
And
to me?
I said fine, I'll come to Johnson and I'll play just because you don't want to come to Weldon, even though you made me wait 4 days. What happened in the 1v1 again in basketball that we had? I think I'm 1-0 against you,
You
buddy.
can play whenever you're ready.
I'm
can play
1
again,
I'm
that's
1-0.
fine.
That's all that matters.
That's fine.
It's
Okay,
1-0.
You said on the one podcast too, you were like, my best game is probably NCAA. And then what
Hey,
happened?
you know, sometimes you lose. You know,
And
sometimes
you
you have
lost
good games,
to me.
sometimes you have a bad
You
game.
lost to me. I don't even play that.
You can't be
game.
perfect all the time.
Definitely weren't perfect then.
Sometimes you have an off day. That was my off day. Won't happen again. You know, same with playing Coach Frink. I wasn't expecting what he was running, and
So that won't happen again.
the
If you even make it that far.
the triple option won't happen again. I can guarantee that.
No triple option.
It was the RPO. He would go, sit there. I would commit to the run, and the bubble would just be wide open. I would have someone sitting in the flats for the bubble, and still somehow wide open. Dude, it was a rough game.
That's because I was cheating. I was hacking. So
And I've never played a NCAA Madden player that somehow got hands on in the game. The first play on offense, I snap the ball, I see my slant receiver get absolutely boomed by his linebacker. I knew it was over. I was like, well, there goes my read.
play the game how I coach it, man.
That's fair.
That is fair.
So where are you guys at in the tourney right now? Is it Is it playoffs yet?
It's like
no,
third
we're
round.
we're still in the round robin. I think we're like in round 2 or 3.
You think you guys are gonna finish it?
Maybe we'll have to get things rolling here pretty soon.
It'd be a buzzer beater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
We'd be
We
lucky.
still got about 2.5 weeks, so we'll have to try to get it done here shortly. But I mean, it's possible. So it's just when guys can play. If they can't play, then force wins, I guess. But
I would like to see the Coach Frink dynasty get crumbled by anybody. He lost to Ryan Martin last year. Don't know how.
I did lose the pool game because I couldn't. He had 2 plays that I didn't figure out how to stop, and I figured it out, and I never lost after that. So
What are those plays?
The run up the HB direct, of double twins, and then he had one where Ryan Williams and I can't remember the other receiver, but they were in stack, maybe post wheel, and I'm a big cover 3 guy, so it would crush cover 3. Or even when I got into 2, it crushed 2, and so then I figured out playing quarters or palms pretty much shuts it down. So
Take notes.
yeah,
It's hard going against a
football's a
coach.
game of adjustments, man. Even in the video game.
Yeah.
Coach, I don't got too much more for you unless you got something else you want to talk about. But
No, I mean, it's your show, man.
you
What about college football teams? I know you're probably Mizzou.
I don't even really
Okay.
watch college football that
I know
much.
you obviously you're Bama.
But I would say if I had to pick, probably Mizzou.
Yes, sir. So are you being a Packers fan, are you a Wisconsin guy or?
No, I'm all over.
He
the
decides
place.
whoever he wants to.
He likes to go
all
for
over
everybody.
the
He's
place.
either Ole
But-
Miss or Mizzou, depending on the day.
Yeah.
If Ole Miss lose,
I know
it's
it doesn't-
Mizzou.
No, that's not true. I'll stick with my team, but I'm kind of all over the place. NFL is more of my thing. Like I definitely keep up with that more, but yeah, Mizzou because I'm from Missouri. But then when Matty Mock started selling coke, jump ship, I went to Ole Miss, and so yeah, I'm kind of.
Why Ole Miss?
Well, okay, so Mississippi as a state is kind of just like when it comes to the South, they're just slept on. People don't really take them as serious as like Georgia or Florida or Bama or even Louisiana. And so I'm like, okay, I want kind of like an underdog state.
Yeah.
And then I didn't know if I wanted Ole Miss or Mississippi State. I went with Big Bro. Forget little bro.
The preppy
Yeah.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, and I mean, I just kind of like a little bit of their history, Archie, and Eli, and I mean, there's not as great a history, as some SEC schools, but I was like, it's kind of slept on underdog, and at the time when I was becoming a fan of them, they had Matt Corral, and so I watched him, and then obviously Jackson Dart, and then Trinidad Chambliss, and he
You
gets
think
to
he
come
should
back
go
next
another
year.
year?
Yeah, I do. I'm, maybe a little bit of bias, but I'm a big fan of it. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they can do because I mean they almost took out Miami,
Yeah.
and who knows how we would have fared against Indiana, but
Yeah.
I would have at least liked to seen it. But yeah,
Gotcha.
so I'm kind of all over the place when it comes to being a fan. And Ole Miss, I can explain every single one of my teams. Like, okay, so I'm a Royals fan. I'm from Kansas City area, so I'm a Royals fan. Packers, I have a reason
Royals
for
are little
that.
bro.
What?
Royals are little bro.
Right now,
We're
we're a little bro of the MLB.
They will always
right
be.
now. But Ole Miss, yeah, I don't have too much of a reason for that other than what I said. So
Gotcha.
kind of all over the place. But
Yeah. Sounds like it. Yeah. I mean, for me, it's everything's up in Massachusetts, Boston area, unless other than Oklahoma and OKC. So.
Okay, so are you a Celtics fan or are you a?
No, Thunder fan.
That's pretty bad.
I mean, you got two pretty good
That's
choices
pretty
right there.
bandwagony, I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean, growing up in Oklahoma, it's the only professional team that we got, so it's
Yeah.
kind of
So
hard.
you
to-
went with them even then?
over Boston. Yeah. Well, I didn't really get into basketball until like middle school, which is around that kind of when
Okay.
the Super Sox moved down to Oklahoma
Mhm.
City. So.
So the early KD and
It's a good time.
yeah, that
Russell
was a good
Westbrook's
time.
the
I was an
greatest
OKC
player of all
fan
time.
then too.
Can't
I agree with
convince
that
me
actually.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Can't convince me otherwise. Favorite player of all time. I hate Kevin Durant. There's actually a city not to keep this going, sorry, in Oklahoma called Durant, and there's a petition going around to change it to Westbrook once he left for the Warriors. And it had like over 3,000 signatures on it.
That's funny.
Which is insane. So
Westbrook gets a ridiculous amount of hate for no reason.
Yeah.
He also gets
Westbrook.
a lot of love too. Like if you are a fan
When
of Westbrook,
he was in LA,
like you'll go to
that's
die
true.
for him.
I will. Yeah, that's true.
absolutely.
But he gets so disrespected because of, honestly, it's analytics. Analytics have ruined basketball completely to where now it's just transition and threes.
Yeah.
And it's just that everybody wants to be 6'8" point guards, and it just has ruined the style of the game.
Yeah.
And he gets his time in LA has absolutely tarnished all that he did before then.
Yeah.
Like he averaged a triple double on the Wizards and took them to the playoffs. The Wizards.
Yeah.
And he did the same thing in Houston, contributed to winning as well. He averaged 27, 5, and 5. So like, what do we? As soon as he goes to LA, they just tarnish his whole name.
Yeah.
Because they tried to put him in the corner,
That's
and he's a
just
mid-range guy. He's got to have the ball in his hands.
Yeah. Wasn't a great 3-point shooter, but
He could shoot it, but it was like the last option.
yes.
Like he had to make a couple before he even shot one.
Yeah.
But yeah, they ruined. They just.
One thing I don't understand is why OKC hated on Durant for leaving.
What
He
are
wa-
you
he was
talking
he was
about?
going
This
to win
from
a
band-
dynasty.
This is from a band.
I don't watch NBA.
Yeah, I understand, but what do you mean you don't? They made it to the the Western Conference Finals that year and blew a 3-1 lead to the Warriors.
And joined the team.
And then he left OKC and joined the Warriors.
Because he saw the potential.
Bro,
No.
That's what it was.
he is a
wait,
bandwagon though.
So why don't you just switch softball teams?
Yeah,
You see the potential.
I do, but
he wants to. Deep
I'm
down.
no. Next year.
Next year.
I'm switching next year.
You're talking about for IMs?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it's a rough.
He was
rough
talking
Me
one.
and
so
Lou
much
were on
smack
a
about
team together.
softball. He begged Fraley last year to let him
I
on his
didn't beg.
squad.
I didn't beg nobody. I said.
Let me on your squad
I said, Maddox,
so we can win a
you-
championship.
I said no, dude. They didn't even place in the playoffs last year. I said, Maddox, you have a slow pitch team. Let me join.
Yeah, and I made a team. You didn't even join it.
Uh,
We lost every game.
You also stated that you also had too many people.
You were already on a team. You were on a team way before I was going to try to make a team.
Whose team are you on?
The Golden Gooners
Maybe
with Jace Waterman and
Yeah.
all of
Makes
them.
sense.
So we put belt last year, and this year, Golden Gooners 2.0. We're not doing so hot. 2-2.
Imagine.
We've lost a few games that we should have won, but not much I can do.
Maybe be a leader or something.
I'm not the captain of the team. I don't make the batting order.
Who cares? How many leaders you think were never a captain? There's probably a million of them.
It's also I am.
You don't have to be a
You're
captain.
for sure just hopping on the bandwagon.
So you don't think
For-
I am
for
serious?
Anything and everything is what it sounds like here.
Yeah.
No. Okay, then why am I a Saints fan?
But you're an Alabama fan.
Because you
Well,
have
you're
Drew
from
Brees
Alabama.
and everything.
You get an excuse. You get a pass for that
Drew
one.
Brees, besides the one Super Bowl he had,
They're good every year. You could be
It was fun to watch.
You got like a delusional bandwagon. That's the thing.
then Bama. Okay, NOLA.
Alabama.
NOLA,
But,
they're mid. Bama, I was born and raised in Alabama
yeah, but if they weren't good, would you still have been a fan?
Yeah, why weren't you an Auburn fan?
because I was born and raised a
Oregon.
Bama fan.
Or UAB?
I was born and raised a Bama fan.
You are a bandwagon, though.
And
with the off-season points, Liam, please pick me. Pick me for
Okay.
your team, please.
but that was because I knew Brady had the first round pick, and it was either going to be me or you.
That's not
So I took the
right.
pick away.
That's not.
I did I not
Brady
really say
was
that
not-
to you?
he was
I
not-
literally said that to Brady. I said, Brady, I know if it comes down to it, I don't want you to pick between me or Lou because I feel like I would be picked
He
first
did make
over
it-
Lou.
He did make it easy for me because I had the second overall pick, and so he had the first overall pick, and he took you off the board, so it wasn't a hard choice for me to go.
Listen, if you would
I didn't
have
have
took,
to
if they
think
would have
about
took me last or behind you, that doesn't matter. I had 35 points last year. That's not like a dig to be like, oh, they didn't pick me in the first round. I didn't have that many points.
Maybe I'm addicted to winning. Maybe that's a thing. Maybe I just want to win.
Yeah, but you're not doing it.
I'll
the
do
right
anything
way.
to win.
Soft way.
Soft way.
Well,
You do it the KD way.
You do the K, yeah. Or somebody even say the LeBron way.
Don't hate a man for wanting to win.
I would say LeBron at least.
He still got one in Cleveland.
When he left Cleveland to go to Miami, he at least left the team to join a different team because he couldn't beat the Celtics on his own. So at least he went to Miami.
Which they did kind of form a super team to be LeBron.
Who says I'm not forming a super team with the offseason points?
And Cleveland wasn't exactly helping him out either.
No.
They weren't making any moves whatsoever.
Nobody.
But that's not what you were doing though.
Just jumping ship.
Just like KD.
Yep.
Anything to win. But I already told Brady the reason
Anything
why.
to get 2 losses. Anything for 2-2 record.
With a 4-4
No.
win.
Yeah, you guys shouldn't even have 2 wins.
The Golden Gooners, the only reason I'm on the team this year is because I was on the team last year. That's called being on the team. You know what I
say
mean?
that in hindsight,
That's
though.
called being.
You say that in hindsight.
Yeah. Dude, a month ago you were talking crazy.
You were talking
I did
crazy.
think we were going to be good. You know what? It's like Nola.
And now you're acting like you were just, I had to be on there.
You know,
But in
just
reality,
whatever benefits you at the time.
yeah.
There's a lot of hate going on, and it's all directed
Well,
towards
maybe
me.
you're just being
Yeah.
faced with reality here, and it just is not so kind to you.
Are you guys still the exciting whites?
No,
No,
we're
we're
actually
the
we're just the softballs,
Not a very good name.
It's not.
Lack of creativity.
It's alright. It made me
But
chuckle
we
a
get the
little
job
bit.
done, so that's
We were that in basketball, though, and we
Uh,
did, in fact, win a championship.
That you did.
we were looking for another one. One game at a time.
You know who they play tomorrow at 6?
The Golden Gooners.
Yep.
And we
And-
ruled both the teams you lost to.
I don't think they're going to run rule us. I think it'll be a closer game than they believe.
It could
No,
I think, listen, our
You
team
guys,
we're
you guys throwing your ace tomorrow? Is that the thing?
Oh, we throw our ace every day, actually.
We got
Our
our
team-
ace. We got Nolan Ryan on the bump.
This guy?
Yeah.
Our team-
I'm
He's
saying
he's gave up like 5 runs in the last 4 games, and that's insane for slow pitch softball. Especially when we score like 15.
I think y'all are going to struggle hitting off of Riley. Riley did a great job last year. She's doing a great job this year.
I believe.
We won't get run ruled. I can tell you that for a fact. The baseball team, they have every capable.
We run ruled the
Person.
baseball team. I don't know if you heard about that or
I saw, you know.
yeah. So
Sometimes teams
they
have
run
bad
ruled
games.
you. We run ruled
We didn't.
them.
They didn't run rule us. That's what I'm saying. We will never be run ruled.
Okay, I wouldn't put those big bold statements out there. Yeah, better knock on some wood, because it could happen to anybody.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's real talk.
so just take it
Hopefully
one game at a time.
Hopefully it does happen.
Wow.
At 6 tomorrow, I might show up.
Yeah, you really should, because it'll be fun.
rooting.
It'll
Only
be
against
fun.
you. I don't care about anybody else. Who else is on your team that I know?
Fraley.
Campbell, Pat.
Oh yeah, I hate the Golden Gooners.
You know, you want to hear actually jumping ship? Stetson.
No,
Stetson
was your trash.
Stetson.
And he's another man's treasure.
No,
Stetson, we are.
he's not here
sticking up
anymore.
for
I bet
you.
he's not here. You know
That's
what
fine.
happened? He was on our team. We put him on our team. The first game, we had too many people
And he
come
didn't
in
get
general,
to
and he
play.
didn't play for real. And I fought for him to play. The second game, you know what he does? He plays, he bats. In third game, he played, or third game, we didn't play. Yeah, we
only
did.
reason-
he plays, he bats, and guess what? He jump ships after the fourth game because guess what? He wants to win. If we want to talk about jumping ship, look at your own teammate,
You didn't let him
Stetson.
play. You didn't let him play the first game. The only reason he got to play the second game is because you missed like 3 people. You didn't have Ty. You didn't have Maddox. You were missing some other dude.
And he
You didn't
showed
have
he should
Rodman.
play, and we were playing him.
And then when they came back, you were not going to play him.
Game 3, they came back and he
Yeah.
played.
Instead, one of your guys.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he played with you guys in basketball, so I mean, it's.
Oh,
Z's got something.
We have another comment from Dirty Red. They can't evaluate talent.
I love it.
Exactly.
no. If we're going to be talking about jumping ship, look at Stetson. Stetson, he didn't even play for the Exciting Whites the first 10 games y'all had. He played the last
Literally got
championship
his
game.
ankle ripped off his leg and couldn't play the first till the end of the season.
I did forget.
He
about
was
that.
on our team.
I forgot about
He
that.
also might have been the best bench trash talker.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Yeah, no,
and he was there for like 90% of the games. He was on our team last year.
Man, I've never seen that side step before. Just hearing him yell and stuff.
yeah.
I liked it. I was a fan of it. I was a big fan.
He
let
was
you
in
hear
your
it.
team.
He'll let you
He was
hear
in your
it.
team's head a little bit.
Oh yeah.
For
I
sure.
Not mine. I know I saw.
For sure, he was in that one dude's head.
Bruh, y'all should hear him on Rocket League. He'd be talking
You
mad.
still play that game?
Yeah,
It's kind of had a resurgence.
Mm-hmm.
it's quite fun. Quite fond of it. I play it.
I used to play in high school, but that's back then. I was what was considered an average player, where like the really good players can do all the they call it aerials, where you jump in the air and hit the ball while you're in the air. And that was an elite player back then when I was in high school, and now it's
That's like a gold plat player now.
yeah.
The skill gap is one of the hardest ones in the game, I
It's-
think.
That's crazy.
It is insane.
Same with like CS:GO. Like, have you seen the pros play CS:GO? They're like,
And like Siege.
no, Siege is
Siege is
crazy.
Crazy.
Big fan of Siege.
Do you still play any games?
I do. I don't play Siege as often. Really, kind of what I play now is more like RPGs. I'm a
I'm a
big
fan of RPGs.
So growing up, I was a big Halo guy for the story, more for the multiplayers. I'm a big Xbox guy, and so
Still to this day, Xbox.
yeah, I have both.
Okay.
I'm a true gamer. I have both, but
Oh, shoot.
I prefer the Xbox over the PlayStation.
Really?
It's still better, yeah.
No,
Really?
I think the PlayStation's controller just got much better.
It closed the gap.
yeah.
That was the big
Maybe.
deal with Xbox, is the controller's this much better, and then
'Cause it was
PlayStation
larger,
kinda-
Mhm. They can
it
fit
kind
better
of, like,
into the hand.
went in between full Xbox controller
like the
and then
P4 and the
Yeah, no, there's some things I like about it. Like I like that, like that's got the colors on it. Like there's some things I like better than the Xbox controller, but I don't like how both sticks are in the same spot. I like how more on the Xbox the left stick's higher. It's more comfortable to me.
yeah.
I guess.
It probably is also harder to deal with when you have played it with an Xbox. Like, I've only had a PlayStation.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like,
kind of what you grew up on.
Right.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean I'll play that, and then every once in a while with my little brother and a couple buddies from college we'll play PUBG. So
Dude, PUBG.
big PUBG guy. So
That's fun.
yeah.
But those are the main games.
Yeah, I would say those two. I mean,
What are the RPGs that you play?
I used to be a big Red Dead guy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really play those anymore. I'm a big Assassin's Creed, not necessarily the newer ones, but kind of the older ones. So now they're coming out with the Black Flag resynced. I'm for sure wasting money on that. But just things like that. Like I said, I can replay the first 3 Halos every day of the week almost. So that's how much I really like them. But I'll play some DayZ. I don't know if you guys ever played DayZ before, but
I've heard of it.
Zombie
it's
game.
not
games.
it's
Yeah.
not an RPG. It's more PvE style, but it's still pretty fun. So
Mhm.
Have you tapped into the what's it called? The game that Sweatich plays now that we used to play a lot.
Ark.
Have you?
yeah. If I had something to play with on Ark, I would play it all the time. I love Ark.
Really?
It's a better version of Minecraft. Yeah.
Dude,
Just
Ark.
call up Sweatich.
I gotta wait till he graduates, but yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Ark is a very fun game. Me and Brady ratted one game. Ratting is so much fun.
Yeah.
You don't even gotta search. You just gotta wait for them. It's a horrible moral thing, but
It's a horrible way to
Especially
go.
because like someone just worked so hard to get
Yeah.
new stuff, and you
Yep.
know, maybe to build all this stuff, and maybe it's taking hours upon hours, maybe even days to do it, and you go and steal stuff. And yes, I agree, it is satisfying to go do that.
But you can ask Brady. Brady's like pretty moral person. He with the ratting, he said it was fun too.
Yeah.
It's fun when it works. It's not fun when you sit at
The same spot.
the same spot for the whole time and nobody's coming to bring you the goop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sometimes you got to go get the goop on your own.
Or you take out somebody and they got a free loadout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stella Night Raids.
No, yeah, I'm a big fan of Ark though.
It's a fire game. You boys good?
Yeah.
All right, Coach. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, it was fun. Just want to say thank you to everybody who watched, whether you watched on the live Stetson or you're watching the recording. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, Ziddy, for producing. And we'll see you guys later.
Meow.